The following is an instructional video made by TRS for the Gemini Employer Portal. The focus of this video will be walking through different methods for submitting adjustments to previously reported information and how to add new records to a report that is already in progress. Often, it will be necessary for employers to submit adjustments to information they have already reported. Employer-submitted adjustments can be done through one of two different ways or a combination of both. The first option we will refer to as submitting an adjustment through Payroll. This applies to employers reporting to TRS via file upload. Depending on your payroll provider, you should be able to create an adjustment through your payroll software, which will then create an adjustment record to be added to your next report or file. This record will be recognized as an adjustment because it will have the same combination of pay period, payment reason, and person as an already posted record from your employer. On an adjustment record, the 5 per pay period dollar amount fields, including earnings, contributions, and THIS contributions, should be reported as the desired difference from the original reported record. For example, if a member's earnings were originally reported as $2,000 but should have been reported as $1,500, then the adjustment record would have negative $500 in the earnings field. Thus, when the original record and the adjustment record are composited together, we get the correct total of $1,500. The second method for adding an adjustment is detailed in the next section of this video. You can also create an adjustment by adding a record to an already in-progress report. You can also add records as needed if it didn't make it into your file for whatever reason, if it's not an adjustment to something already reported, but just something that should have been reported previously and was missed, or if you report via data entry and you need to add a new employee. To add a record to a file, click the Add Record button near the top right of the Details and Adjustments screen of any in-progress report. On the Add Record screen, first enter the Social Security number of the member you want to add a record for and click Search. If TRS does not have a record of that member currently working at your employer, you will receive a message to that effect. If the person is new to your employer and you still want to add them, you can click the Add Record button and you will be taken to the full edit screen of your newly created record with only the SSN field filled in. You will then need to fill in all remaining required fields before saving your record. If the member does currently work for your employer, you will receive confirmation of the member's name and date of birth. If you want, you can click the Add Record button now to create a record for that member with most of their information already filled in. You will need to finish filling out the required fields before saving your new record. You can also use the filter controls to return all records from your employer for that member that fall within the dates provided. You can select a record from the table and using the Actions drop-down to the left, you can either copy the record, which will create a new record using the old one as a template. For instance, if you needed to report earnings for a different payment reason to what was originally reported because it was missed when it should have been reported with the original report. You can also select the Edit option, which will create an adjustment record for the selected older record. You can then correct any necessary information before clicking Save to complete the creation of your adjustment. Keep in mind that to be an adjustment, a record needs to be for the same person, payment reason, and pay period as an already posted record. If previously posted earnings were reported for the wrong pay period or payment reason, you will need to adjust the original record to 0 earnings and days paid, then submit a new record with the correct payment reason and/or pay period. TRS Employer Services staff have the ability to make corrections to records before they post if needed and can also create adjustments. If any changes are made by TRS staff to information you have previously submitted, you will be notified via the Summary of Changes report that will be included with your employer packet, which will be available from the employer packet screen 5 business days after your report was submitted and will contain any changes made since your last packet was produced. The View Employer Packet screen can be accessed from the reporting menu at the top left of any page. This has been an instructional video made by TRS for the Gemini Employer Portal. The focus of this video was walking through different methods for submitting adjustments to previously reported information and how to add records to a report that is already in progress.